Hi there. I want to talk to you today about my new idea about how to survive in Ohio without a dollar. Now, I learned this very easily when I moved here from Chicago and lost nearly all my money. And I have a certain amount of tips to show you and all your friends about how to live and how to survive in any city without any money at all. And these are my own self-taught facts from me to you. First of all, is a very helpful hint that right here I have a little jar and I like to pass it around to all of you. And it's for you to give me just $1 for my new internet book, which I published online. And it's called How to Make It Through the Day Without a Dollar. It's my new series. It is going to be a hit book. It's already sold 1 million copies. I tell you, 1 million copies sold to people all over the world. A world-selling book of how to make it through the day with just $1. Now, if you can really get my book, you will know then the true story of how to make it. The first chapter is so simple. It's about my own children. When I first had my children, there was a very well-distinguished man that came up to me and said, "Ma'am," he came up to me, I was pushing the baby stroller. He said, "Ma'am, how did you get your children?" I said, "Well," he said, "they look absolutely nothing like you." Now, this is something that someone might say to someone without a dollar. And I said, just check on my cell phone, and I can show you exactly how I got my children right there on the live channel. And I can show you again. And he just looked at me like I was crazy. And then I told him, it's very simple. It's the same way in which you got yours. And of course, he left me alone that day. And that was the first chapter of my book that sold 1 million copies online. And at the end of the story, I can get you the passcode if you're patient. Now, the second chapter of my most willing and interesting book that so many people are reading in several countries that support the U.S., like Germany and France and not England, but places like Austria, well, maybe not Austria, let's say Brussels, yes, places like, and Italy, and maybe Spain, places like that, all over the world that are interested in my book, and maybe even farther places I can't think of on the top of my head. Now, the second chapter in this most intriguing selling novel that the whole world has to have, of the chapter is How to Make It Through the Day Without a Dollar, chapter number 2. Now, this chapter is very essential to learn about. This chapter is how to make it, how to shop on just points alone. Now, this is something that everyone can do in the world if they have absolutely no money at all. All you have to do is go to a gas station or any kind of grocery store and start saving points. And then you too can feed your family on absolutely no money every day. So if you have 10,000 points at Speedway, that will buy you 10 drinks. Now, that's sold in my famous book, How to Make It Through the Day Without a Dollar, or How to Make It Through the Day with Just $1. No tax today. Chapter number 3, How to Shop at the Dollar Tree with just $1. That's right. No tax today, no tax tomorrow. Very easy. In the checkout counter, you can see right near the register, there are some very simple candy boxes. And yes, they're only 80 cents. The rest of the store, I'm sorry, is only $1. Now, I want to tell you just a little bit about the dollar store conspiracy theory. And I will definitely get to that in my next viewing of my most splendid best-selling book, and also the passcode to this chapter, which is something that everyone is waiting for. And I know that when I wrote the book, I was expecting 2 million people to buy it, and so I'm telling you just a little bit about it, so you'll want to buy it too. So I'll see you next time, Chapter 3,